G'day and welcome back to MCS. Today it's a cycling, nutrition, cooking special and I'll be walking you through a brand new recipe that I dreamt up last night. I call this one my chocolate sticky date high carb energy bar. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 160 degrees and now let's hit the stove and start some cooking. Okay, we'll start off with melting about 100 grams of butter over a moderate flame. So sugars today, we'll throw in a cup of sugar. We'll throw in our about 400 grams or 2 cups of dates. Now, because this is a sticky date flavored energy bar, the boss of the energy bar and the sugars is definitely these dates. They will make it nice and caramelly flavored and delicious. So might just turn up the heat a bit and we'll get this sugar cooking. We're also going to add about maybe 50 grams of strawberry jam. That's just what I've got in the fridge. I don't think you really need to add this, but I'm just using up what I've got. And a bit of extra sugar ain't gonna hurt anyone, right? But as far as our sugars go, I do have one last secret ingredient. This is muscovado sugar. I'm adding 2 heaped tablespoons of muscovado sugar as well. It's like a molassesy, bittersweet sugar, which is really great for these sorts of cooking. And I stole it from another cooking show I saw, and it was on special today at the supermarket. So now we've got a nice sugary mix here. We're just going to cook this to the hard ball stage, or to about 250 to 260 degrees. Now, to help this sugars cook, I've just added about half a cup of water. So you can see it's a nice sort of liquidy syrup now, and we've got it bubbling away nicely on the stove. If you've got a candy thermometer, just pop it in there now, bring it up to about 250 to 260 degrees. Or if, like me, you come from an Italian background, you're just gonna cook it with a love. Anyway, I think I'm pretty much ready to start adding all of my dry ingredients. We'll start off with a good 2 cups of rolled oats. So we'll get the rolled oats in there, stir as we go. Sticking with this sticky date theme, we're going to go with about 200 grams of finely chopped pecans. My son's wrapped because he's allergic to peanuts, so he'll be able to have some of this if I can get him on his bike. If you haven't, if you're a Melbourne cyclist, you might want to check out the MCS Facebook group. Join the group there. If you want to post, things you want to sell or rides you want to arrange a ride, see if people want to come along, or some information about what's going on. It's quite good. We're having a lot of fun in there. We had our first event the other day down the peninsula. We had a few people turn up. It was a lot of fun. I'm trying to arrange some more rides around Melbourne, maybe the Dandenongs. Might bring some of these energy bars out. How's that? I'll try and bribe you with some yummy treats. A teaspoon of salt and some cinnamon. So a good teaspoon of cinnamon. I don't want the cinnamon to take over too much, but I think it'll give it a nice kick. And then we've got our almond meal. That's about 150 grams of almond meal. So we'll get that in there. It's getting really dry as usual, but we can always add some water to fix that, can't we? I'm gonna add a little bit of water here because it's far too dry. It's a bit wet, but it's good because we've got a few more things to add. Next, okay, we need some chocolate. We need to kick this thing up a gear. So we're gonna add 2 serves of protein powder. So I'm going for chocolate. Because I wanna make them nice and chocolatey and yummy, I'm adding this thing as well. So adding some good old-fashioned Aussie Milo. So the Milo, if you're not familiar with it, it's like a sort of children's, healthy sort of chocolate powder drink that you make, chocolate flavored milk with. But this thing is jam-packed full of all this crazy nutritional multivitamins, vitamin B12, a whole bunch of stuff. So it's basically like adding some multivitamins. So I'm gonna add maybe say 3 humongous tablespoons. That Milo powder, that will just give it a good kick of vitamins and minerals and some nice chocolatey taste, so you can't really go wrong. It's not really that I believe in medicating, it's actually over-medicating. And the protein powder, don't panic. It's 4 serves of protein powder. That will give the bars an extra barely 3 grams per bar of protein. So don't worry, they're not protein bars. They are mainly sugary, high energy bars. Let me check, I've got all the ingredients in. Yeah, that's everything. So I'll include the ingredients list down below as well, so you can come back, refer back to this recipe and make them anytime you like. That's what I do. That's how I actually make my other ones. I just go back and watch that video and say, okay, it's about 100 grams of butter, and watch the video and remember how I made it last time. It's like a cycling cooking vlog thing, something, I don't know. Come on, the best part about cycling is eating. We all know that. All right, that's all mixed through. Now I'll get my lightly greased baking tin, and we'll get all this in the tin. It's always my fun part. When you're cooking, it's always important that you taste as you're cooking. Now this, I'll have to say, don't do that with this recipe. Don't do that while you're cooking this, because if you do, you'll eat the whole thing before it even gets in the pan. I had a taste of this. I'll tell you now, I don't want to get you too excited, but this recipe, I shouldn't post this video. I could go into business with this. This is absolutely delicious. And I think the secret ingredient of the sticky date idea with the pecan and the dates, that was really, really good. But that muscovado sugar and that pinch of and that bit of cinnamon, I think that's just what did it. Remember to get it pushed in all to the corners. Don't have any bits sticking up because they'll burn on you. Sticky, sticky, hot, hot, hot. But that's pretty much done. I'm getting a bit over OCD here. And we'll just put that in the oven and cook it for about 20-25 minutes until it gets golden brown. Keep an eye on it so you don't burn it. Okay, they've been cooking in the oven now for about 20 to 30 minutes, and I think they're ready. So let's check them out and see what we got. Oh, check it out. They look great. Now, it's just a matter of letting them cool a little bit and marking them up. And as usual, put them once they've cooled down completely, put them in a Tupperware container, and you'll be ready to go for your next ride. I'll wait for these to cool down and I'll get back to you with the taste test. Okay, they've cooled down a little bit, and now's the taste test. Orlando? What do you reckon?
Pretty good.
Excellent. They've got the seal of approval. Now, if you saw my other video, they probably were a bit more of, I'd say, a fruity bar. Whereas these probably taste a little bit more like Sex on the Beach. Until next time, see you later.